All right, we are live. We are live. What is going on, everybody? Shout out to Cowboys Nation, Football Nation, TikTok side, YouTube side. What it do? What's up, everybody? What is going on? Wait till y'all get in here. What's up, Jack? Shout out to you on the TikTok side. What is good? What is going on, man? You already know. Shout out to my man Raymond. What's going on? I see you, Raymond. Raymond came in here, man. What's going on, brother? Shout out to Richie. What's good? What's good, man? We got a football game, man. There are no excuses for our Dallas Cowboys, y'all. What's up, Vesta? Shout out to you. What is going on? My man came in here and said Prescott needs to go. It's crazy, bro. It's wild to me, man, because it's just, if you go on to the 3 and the 4 letter network, man, they are trying to drag us. They are doing so much. So if you're a real Cowboys fan, you will be on YouTube following all of the content creators. We spit a lot of good flavor, man. You know what I mean? I wouldn't just go up there and go on the 3 and the 4 letter networks. All they do is hate all the time. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't worried about it. You know what I mean? We just got to keep our head up. It's a lot of things that we got to work on, but I think that with this team, they can be able to get it done. Hey, shout out to my man Big Dow. What's good, bro? What's good, man? You know I'm in the house. What's up, homie? What's good with you? He said, what's good? Are you sick of the Cowboys fans as I am? Yeah, man, it's wild to me, bro. Like the stuff that they have been saying. It's been a lot of back and forth, and I understand that, they have there's a standard when it comes down to the Dallas Cowboys, and we haven't met that standard. But if you're a true fan, regardless of all the good times, all the bad times, you still got to rock with this team regardless. You can't be a bandwagon fan. I know that there's a lot of things that we have to clean up within the offense, the defense, Mike McCarthy. A lot of things are not right, you know what I'm saying? But playing the 49ers and having those guys give it to us on national television, it was huge, you know what I'm saying? But this can be something that can teach us going forward, you know what I mean? What can we be able to do to step up to put ourselves in positions to go out there and make plays, man, and get it done? You know what I'm saying? All right, he said they don't live in reality, bro. Yeah, man, it's wild to me, you know what I'm saying? But I know when it comes down to like Dak Prescott and all of the offense, Mike McCarthy, like when you see situations like this, Mike McCarthy, you get Kellen Moore up out of there. Now Mike McCarthy is in there now. He's the head coach and he's the offensive coordinator. That's a lot of pressure, you know what I'm saying? So the time is now. It's lock-in season, you know what I'm saying? So you got to find out what the offense, what they're good at doing. You got to find out things that they're not so good at doing. But we all know that they can be able to stretch the field. But just implementing things, trying to get the ball out of Dak's hands, you got to be able to do everything. If this is the true Texas Coast, however they want to call it, you can run that West Coast, but you got to implement the things that we've done the years prior. You know what I'm saying? Being able to stretch the field, doing the things that Dak Prescott is comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? It's huge. It's huge. Hey, shout out to everybody on the TikTok side too. He said that offensive play calling was terrible last Sunday. Yeah, man, it was definitely wild. Shout out to my man Chris Gons. What's good, bro? What's going on? Yeah, it's crazy because like when you see the things on all 22, sometimes like when you're watching the game, like in real time, you can't see everything. You know what I mean? So slowing it down, just watching what the secondary is doing, watching how Dak is reading plays. Sometimes it's not always Dak's fault. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about it. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to come at a team and you're going into the NFL and you're running basic plays and you're going to continue to run basic plays, teams like the San Francisco 49ers, they're familiar with the West Coast offense. They understand their tendencies. They understand what Dak is trying to do. So when you're playing against better defenses, you got to watch out for things like that because all it takes is just for one turnover to happen and it can be able to change the game. So you don't want that to happen, man. All right, shout out to my man CG. What's good, bro? He said, go Cowboys, JC. Rest in peace, Walt Garrison. Happy 81st birthday, Jerry Jones. Yeah, rest in peace to Walt Garrison, man. Yeah, man, it's so much going on, man. Yeah, happy birthday to Jerry Jones, too, man. It's crazy, man. Yeah, signing of Rashaan Evans, too, bro. It's definitely a lot. I did want to talk about Rashaan Evans. Hopefully, LVE can be able to get himself back together. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know with his with his type of situation, with his neck, if he can't be able to get it, I mean, it's bigger. It's life is bigger than football. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if you can be able to get yourself right, then he can be able to play. But my thing is, hold on one second. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Getting calls right now. My bad, y'all. Yeah, but yeah, man, if he can be able to play, then I mean, just we'll see how it all play out. Hold on, hold on, hold on, y'all. All right, okay, let me see. I just signed out of there. I'm over here getting all these calls. Okay. All right, my bad, y'all. I kind of got distracted real quick. I was getting calls. I should have turned this off on do not disturb. My bad. All right, let me take this off. But yeah, man, as far as Rashawn Evans, I like the player. It's so good to be able to bring in a linebacker like him. Hopefully, he can be able to just understand the system as quickly as possible. He's a very physical player. I remember him coming out of college. He was one of the linebackers that I really, really liked. So it's good to have players like that come in. I'm not going to sit here and hop out there and say that this guy is going to dominate because he got to prove it. We're at a point right now where if you come to the Dallas Cowboys, if you want to come play for our team, you got to come prove it, man. The Brandon Cooks, the Stephon Gilmores, the Rashawn Evans. I mean, we know who you were in college. We know who you were when you were playing with the Atlanta Falcons. That's all good and gravy. But playing in our system, you got to be able to get it because the time is now, guys. It's very, very important. Very important. All right, my man said either that 49ers game made us or broke us. Yeah, we will see. That's what I'm saying, bro. Hey, facts. Like, that's my thing. Like, are you going to step up when the face of adversity smacks you in the face, or are you going to fold like a lawn chair, in the word of my man, Law Nation? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the time is now. You know what I'm saying? So Monday is going to be the type of game right here where we're going to find out a lot about our Dallas Cowboys this season. You know what I'm saying? If this team can be able to step up, because this is not going to be one of those easy games where you can just get over there and just run over this team. You know what I'm saying? Because they do have a lot of athletes out there. They got a lot of athletes, and you know what I'm saying? We all know that Kellen Moore, he's familiar with our defense. So if Dan Quinn can be able to just implement some things and get these guys going on defense, Mike McCarthy for the offense, I think that will be fine, man. But this is definitely going to be a challenge, bro. It's definitely going to be a challenge. He said, bruh's a thumper. How long we've been waiting? We've been asking for that. Yeah, for a very long time, bro. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But the thing is, man, I feel for a guy like LVE. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I think about his first year, like, he was one of the guys, I think he got, what was it, second team All-Pro. The guy was roaming sideline to sideline. He had very good IQ. He reminded us of a Sean Lee. But sometimes, you know, when you get to that second year, third year, at that linebacker position, it's rough, just like the running back position. I mean, it's a lot of bang plays, so you just got to step up. But, you know, sometimes your body just don't hold up. You know what I mean? But bringing in a dog like a Rashawn Evans, I think that could be good for guys like Micah Parsons, guys like Sam Williams. I can't wait to see Sam Williams, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, he hasn't really got that many plays out there like that. So it's good to be able to have Micah Parsons being able to play that linebacker position and that edge rusher position, and he can be able to, you know, switch it up so he can get these guys on the field, y'all. All right, what's up, DP? Shout out to DP. Shout out to my man B Bird. What's good, y'all? What's good, man? Happy Friday, man. Y'all know I got my drink, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Definitely had to tap in. You know, I had to creep up on y'all. What's up, TikTok? Shout out to y'all. My man said Dowdle is better than Pollard. Nah, I can't say that, bro. People just, it's so funny when it comes down to, you know, when we're going through situations like this, Cowboys Nation, it's like a lot of people just be saying a lot of different crazy things. But that's why I say don't get so caught up into what all these people are saying on ESPN, NFL Network. Like, we get all our Dallas Cowboys content from YouTubers, man. We put in so much work. So just stick by us, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of haters and all they do is talk about us, bro. Like, if you look at the comments on YouTube from like all these 3 and 4 letter networks, they like, dang, y'all still talking about us? They can't help themselves, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, shout out to my man DP. He said we 2.5 months we 2.5 months late signing Evans. Crazy people are questioning this shit. Like how is this going to help upgrade it? Yeah, man, that's why I'm saying, like, I definitely like it. But here's the thing though, DP, like, we're at a point now where, you know, he's going, hey, once he gets on the field, once he learns this defense, it's time to show up. You know what I'm saying? We don't want gas nobody. Like, at this point now, yeah, it's an upgrade, but I want to see if he can come out there and prove it. You know what I'm saying? At this point now, because it's the same thing that we thought about Brandon Cooks. You know what I'm saying? He's an upgrade, but how are they going to implement him into the system? You know what I'm saying? So, yes, great player, but let's see if Dan Quinn can be able to get this guy going. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want us to be able to get our hopes up at this point now. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been a lot of stuff that's been going on this past week. So they got to prove it to us. Definitely got to prove it. All right. He said, okay, he said, I watched the game. Dowdle is more productive. I think that the thing is, man, with Tony Pollard, you just continue to keep getting him going. Like he's that type of talent that you can utilize him in the pass game, the run game. He can run in between the tackles. I think if you can just continue to keep running the ball with this guy, he's going to make plays, bro. He's going to make plays. So we'll just see how that all plays out with him. All right, shout out to my man B-Bird. He said, we got to stop being a friendly team. Other teams hate us. We got to realize that. Yeah, hey, bro, they can't stand us, bro. Hey, they can't stand us, bro. And you got to have that same energy. Like, go into these games and punch these dudes in the mouth. Ain't no way I'm going to be sitting up here swapping jerseys with you when y'all just dogged us 3 times, when you beat us 3 times in a row. It ain't no way I'm doing it. You know what I mean? That's why I was a little confused by, Micah Parsons and how, why he was swapping jerseys and things like that. Like, go back to the locker room, lock in and focus and get your team right. You know what I'm saying? Because character matters, leadership matters. That's how you're going to be able to get to where we want to go. And that's the Super Bowl, guys. So, I mean, it's definitely a lot of work to do, but I think that with this team, it's so many athletes on this team, but sometimes that don't always matter. Chemistry matters, coaching matters. And I think that if these guys can be able to get that, man, we can get past these 49ers, but it ain't going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? We just got to keep it real. All right. Shout out to CG. He said, I agree, JC. You gotta prove it when you get new players like Rashaan Evans. Yeah, big time. Like, I mean, I like the sideline, the reading and diagnosing plays, understanding what the guards, pulling guards. You can see that from this player. Very physical, set the tone. He's one of those set the tone players like a Donovan Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Do want to see more from Donovan Wilson, but just bringing in another guy that's physical like that is only going to help the defense, bro. All right. Let's see. Okay, let me go. Okay. Let's see. Shout out to DP. He said we need Evans' play style and mentality. He will help unlock Slant Williams. Hard to be a wild man led by composed middle Mike linebacker. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. I honestly cannot wait to see Sam Williams and see how they continue to utilize him. Definitely with Micah Parsons playing that linebacker position. But here's the thing though about him playing that linebacker position. They have a center, right? Lindsey, he's out this game. Lindsey, so the second string center that they're going to have, I think he's a rookie. So Micah Parsons doing those pre-step reads, pre-step jabs, trying to trick the center. Look out for that. You know what I'm saying? The closing speed within the interior with Micah Parsons, I think we can be able to get after Justin Herbert. We did it a lot last game when we played him. I mean, we really rattled him up. So I think that Dan Quinn should be able to dial up some blitzes to be able to get Micah Parsons going. All right, let's see. Okay, all right. Shout out to my man CG. He said, JC, you think Brian Schottenheimer the offense more play calling? I mean, if things aren't working, then it should be wide open, bro. You know what I'm saying? At this point now, because like I said, when it comes down to Mike McCarthy, this is a lot of pressures on him. So when you're having a type of offense that he's having in that West Coast system, it's going to be okay against certain teams, but when you're playing against elite teams, you got to make sure you switch things up. You got to have 2 and 3 different schemes in your back pocket. So if we can be able to do that, we should be fine. But just switch it up, man. You got to adjust. Definitely got to adjust. All right. Let's see. Okay, I think we're good here. All right. Let's see. Smash that like button too for the TikTok side. Make sure y'all smash the like button on the YouTube side. What is good? All right. Let's see. All right, my man said Osa can cook the center too. Yeah, he definitely can. Like I definitely can't wait to see more from Osa. All those guys on the defensive line, they just got to step up, just stay consistent. And it's the same thing like when you're going up against guys like Austin Eckler, like his type of skill set is just like a Christian McCaffrey. And like you have to have gap integrity. You got to do the little things because he is not the biggest running back, but he is very slippery. The start-stop ability, he's very strong at his lower base, though. Just running low, you can see that he has like some Deuce Vaughn in him. You know what I mean? So just a bigger player than Deuce Vaughn, but just getting in and out of in between the tackles and just having that vision. So just playing clean ball, we have to lock in. to be able to stop him. If we can be able to stop him, I think we'll be fine. But with Kellen Moore, like his type of offense, hold on, y'all. Hold on one second. All right, my bad, y'all. My bad. Okay, yeah, but as far as Kellen Moore, like him running that offense with guys like Austin Eckler, they're going to be utilizing him everywhere on the field. You know what I mean? Inside the slot, pitch plays, screen plays. So just little things like that. If we can just be able to just pay attention, just have heads up plays, because usually if we're not paying attention, then that's when gas plays happen, and then their whole offense opens up. So we can't have that happen for sure. So it's gonna definitely be good. Definitely gonna be good. All right. But it's crazy though. It's so wild that when it comes down to Dak Prescott, just seeing a lot of things from that all 22 from the last game, like the way that we were running that offense, the things that was happening. Sometimes things wasn't open. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that with Dak things he wasn't doing certain things wrong, but these wide receivers got to get open. Mike McCarthy's going to have to get these guys together. Brandon Cooks, Michael Gallup. I've seen a couple games from Michael Gallup, you know what I mean? But he's going to have to continue to keep this piling on good games. He's going to have to make a difference on first downs. And the most important thing is first downs is going to matter. This game is going to be very, very important. If we can be able to be successful on first downs, I think that we'll definitely be good. But it's going to be good. You know what I mean? Like the offensive line, just having everybody intact. Hopefully these guys can be able to stay healthy and we just stay true to what we do, man. Don't try to switch things up too much. Continue to keep running the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what we got to do to be able to be successful. So it's going to be good. Let me tap out of here. Let me see what's going on. Yeah. See. Hold on, y'all. All right. Okay. All right, we good. Yeah, man. So like when it comes down to like this offense and stuff like that with the tight end position, guys like Jake Ferguson, those guys are going to have to step up as well. Hopefully Luke Schoonmaker. It's so funny, like when you look at this rookie class, not too many guys are really making an impact right now. You know what I'm saying? The Luke Schoonmakers, the Mozzie Smith, these guys going to have to step up. Hopefully Deuce Vaughn. We all know that DeMarvion Overshown, he was hurt, this past summer. So hopefully somebody can be able to step up, you know what I mean, and make a difference, you know what I'm saying? So I think that if we can be able to get things going, then we should be fine. But you know what I mean? But we just got to get back to what we do best. Don't try to get caught up into what all the people are talking about. Just lock in and focus. I know my guy J-Ron Curse. I mean, I think that J-Ron Curse is a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's a talented player. But when you're talking so much and these guys are not bringing the results on the field, that becomes a problem. You know what I'm saying? So just locking in, just don't worry too much about what's going on with the outside world. Just get together with these guys because we got the athletes to do it. You know what I mean? DeRon Bland, guys like Stephon Gilmore, they can lock these guys down. But it's going to be a challenge, though, because when you're going up against guys like with Keenan Allen, they don't have Mike Williams anymore. But Mike Williams was one of their big possession type of wide receivers. But they do have Jordan Palmer. Quentin Johnson was the guy from TCU. He was another one of the guys that was a good player. But I think that, without corners, we should be able to lock them down, y'all. Hey, shout out to So Over It. What's good? What is going on? Shout out to you. What's going on? Thank you so much for liking and sharing. I appreciate you. What's up, Bruce? What is good? What is good? All right, let me hey, shout out to everybody on the TikTok side. What is going on, Jonathan? Shout out to you. Jesse, what is good? What is good? Smash that like button for me, y'all. All right, I'm gonna send this link so y'all can be, if y'all want to tap in with me, man. Y'all got like 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll see if anybody else will try to jump on or whatever. So let me send this real quick. Let me see. Let me see. All right. I think it's on there. If you guys want to tap in, just let me know. He said Niners slap that. Yeah, man, they got at us for real. But it's cool though, bro. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? They're a good team. They're a good team, but I think that, if we can be able to just do what we do best, if we lock in, we got the athletes to beat those guys. I don't care what y'all say. You know what I'm saying? But scheme matters. Scheme matters. If we don't got the right scheme, we're going to have problems with those guys. But they did a good job. They definitely did a good job. You know what I mean? I'm definitely going to give credit where it's due. But I think we do have the athletes to be able to get those guys out the way through and through. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta lock in and focus. All right. You said boys better score 50 this week. Hey, boys just better win this week, bro. Hey, that's all I'm saying. All I ask for is just a dub. I don't care what the score is. Just get a dub. You know what I mean? Play clean ball on defense, offense. I know we're going to make mistakes. It's not going to be perfect. Like, it's so crazy when it come down to Dak. Like, they try to butcher him about so many different things, but they don't talk about the good things that this guy does. I know now, for some reason, now it's like they're not really using him to run as much, but I'm not sure if it's because of his knee injury or his past injury, but they're going to have to run him more because running him, that's what gets his confidence going. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure if he, hopefully he can be able to get it going. Yeah, we're not taking nothing. We ain't taking no calls on TikTok, so y'all got to come to this side. He said that shirt clean. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. He said Dak is the weakest link. I don't think he's the weakest link, bro. I don't think he's the weakest link. I think that, with Dak Prescott, you have to build around him. You have to have a lot of things right. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of quarterbacks, when you think about it, you got to build around those guys as well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, but it's not just the athletes on the field. It's the coaching staff, the defense. You got to have a good defense. Special teams, everything's going to have to be on the same page. But I think that, Dak Prescott is a top 10, top 12 type of quarterback, and you can win with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't try to get so caught up into Dak is a top 5. If he's a top 12 quarterback, you got a good defense, you got good special teams, you can win with this guy. You can win with him. All right. He said, fire Dak. Nah, man. He said, it's hard to win the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's definitely hard to win the Super Bowl, man. It's only one team that win at the end of the year, but you know what I mean? It's been a long time for us. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's not easy to find a quarterback. It's not easy. Like, I mean, Trey Lance, yeah, I think he can be a good quarterback, but understanding the offense, that can take a year or two. You know what I mean? So, I mean, there's a lot of different factors that come down to it. He said Dak is not even the top 15. Nah, bro, you stop it, bro. You got to stop that. He said, don't think. Yeah, they try and butcher my guy, man. But it's cool though. They just gotta lock in, man. Like, it ain't no excuses. I got no excuses for my team. Like, they just gotta do their job. I love them to death, man. You already know what it is. All right, shout out to Bruce. Shout out to my man Double R. What's good? What's going on, man? What's good? Happy Friday, man. Today's Friday the 13th. It's crazy. All right. He said, I'm not a Cowboys fan. Are you crazy, bro? Are you crazy? Get out of here with that, Johnny. He said, if you know football, Dak is top 10. Yeah, I mean, he's somewhere in that realm. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, if you got a good defense, if you got a good offense, man, you can be able to, let it fly with a player like him. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, let's see. Okay. I sent the link. I don't know if you guys want to tap in with me, but if not, it's cool. All right. Let's see. Okay. But yeah, like, when it comes down to Micah Parsons, we're going to have to utilize him everywhere. That linebacker position, that weak linebacker position, just having that athleticism. It's going to be good to see how we're going to be lining up against Kellen Moore, because with Kellen Moore's type of offense, we all know a lot of trips, a lot of twins. They like to get these guys in space. They're going to try to get Austin Eckler in space. So they're going to try to challenge our safeties, and it's going to be good because Dan Quinn knows Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore knows Dan Quinn. So just seeing little things like that early on within the game, it's going to be big time. Definitely going to be big time. All right. Hey, shout out to my man, Big Dow. Thank you so much for the love, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for the $4.99, man. He said Dak is top 10 easily. These clueless fans see Jalen and pretend his O-line isn't perfect. With two wide receiver ones and Purdy playing the perfect system for quarterbacks. That's what I say, bro. It's so wild how they do certain little things like that, man. Like, it's so much. I mean, it's so much. People are being so selective when it comes down to the Dallas Cowboys. Like, they see that Brock Purdy has a system. Jalen Hurts, he's a good quarterback, but look how much is around him. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing when it comes down to it. I think that Dak Prescott is top 10. Even if he's top 12 or top 15, if you got that defense, bro, you can be able to build around them. And that's what you need. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, the haters going to hate, bro. You already know, Dallas. You already know how that goes. Hey, shout out to my man, Toxic Juice. What's good, bro?
Hey, what it do, man? Hey, nobody else was tapping in. You know, I'm gonna hold you down.
I know, right? Hey, look, man, I threw the link, and if they don't want to tap in, it's all good. You already know how that goes.
I try to give everybody else a chance to tap in, but it is what it is.
I know, right? I know it's so much that's going on in your mind right now about the game. I mean, this team got so much to prove, bro. Give me your thoughts on that, man. The game coming up and all that good stuff, bro.
Can't lie, it was a little bit demoralizing because they put a lot into it. You got Jerry talking about they going to the bowl. People setting this up like this was a playoff atmosphere. I thought that Dak would be out for revenge, but apparently Parsons didn't know it was personal. I don't know. I mean, just the history alone could have pointed you that way, but it is what it is. I feel like the best remedy is going to be like Cowboys is going to have to rip out a winning streak, not a losing streak. If they fold, like it's going to deflate all the air out the season, and you already know Cowboys fan already on the type of hype, but it's going to get worse. Fire this dude, fire everybody, clean house,
Yeah. Hey, look, dude, once if it goes left, that Chargers game, that's why I say, and I'm not trying to say that this type of game is a trap game. I'm not going to say it's a trap game, but because this is a team that, it's a competitive team that we're playing. But, man, dude, it's not going to be right. It's not going to be right. That's why I just hope that we can be able to hold it down, do our job, man. That's the beauty about sports. You got to go out there when the lights are bright on Monday Night Football and take care of business, bro. Have to. It's huge.
Everything going forward is must win. Like, even myself as a fan, some of my bravado kind of deflated a little bit,
Man,
I kind of went into
inflated shoes.
Well, no, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying.
Hey, let me give my man Dallas a shout out, man.
This big down 815. I'm gonna interrupt you, man.
Hey, I still talk my ish. I'm just saying, like, I don't go into every game like, oh, we got it. No, I kind of break down everybody and take them a little more serious is what I mean.
Oh, for sure. But I'm kind of on my TNT a little bit. I'm so sick of all the hate that look, fuck all y'all. Half our fans are clueless, don't even watch film, don't watch no breakdowns. They go with what they hear on TV, won't take the time to even look at it. Dak hasn't been great the last game. He wasn't great against the 49ers. He's been decent to good on the other 4 games. The Cards game was kind of bad, but he had 3 offensive linemen out. And them Cards, that's a house of horror for us. We never beat the Cardinals. Right there. Never. No matter who we got on the team, what coach, don't matter. They always get in our ass. That's right.
Hey, I can kind of hear you, a Big Dow. I can hear you a little bit. Maybe if you turn your phone, sometimes it can switch. Okay. It's kind of because I know that replay value. Yeah, I'm just want to let you know. So when you hear it after we finish the stream, you can be like, "Damn, I'm fading out."
Is it better? Can you hear me now?
Yes, you good, bro.
That was my AirPods. Let me go back to what I was saying, man.
All right, go ahead.
We never went to Arizona. I was feeling kind of about that game anyway. I'm like, man, can we come out not injured? Because I feel like Arizona kind of like Seattle. Weird stuff always happens there. It's never a good thing. But overall, I'm just so sick of our weak ass fans. Bro, ESPN, FS1 Talk is all day about us. Eagles fans, Lord Bronson with his mouth breathing, so they talk all the time. Why are you doing it for him? We're 3-2, not 0-5. It's week 5, not week 15. Where your heart at? Some of y'all act like you ain't never been through nothing in your life. This is just football one. It ain't your real life. Stop tripping that hard.
Yeah. I'm honestly surprised anybody even should listen to ESPN and FS1.
And it's like
this microwave.
We have all the pieces. Mike needs to stop overcorrecting. He overcorrected. We need to meet in the middle. Mm-hmm. We're too gunslinging with the Kellen Moore. We're too conservative with him. Meet in the middle, Mike. And for y'all people that want to pretend that Kellen's all that, Justin Herbert doing the same thing Dak did. Numbers, but don't finish at the end. their defense is tired. They got all that talent and suck at defense. Why
And
you think
know-
that is?
Facts.
Because they
and
always
try to
on the field.
butcher us. They
Why
always
Dallas
butchers
Cowboys
us,
fans
bro.
so dumb. Sometimes it's annoying.
Yeah. Go ahead, Toxic Juice. We're gonna try to give
No, I
each
mean-
other time to talk too. We don't want to overlap. You already know that gonna be sounding so crazy. All right, go ahead.
Oh, my
Toxic.
bad. I was just agreeing. My bad.
We good. Just want to throw that out there.
Oh, I ain't even have nothing else to add. I mean, I agree with him. I don't know. I really don't even fear the Chargers that much, to be honest. Like even with Kellen Moore there and him knowing like the scheme and like I feel like we know them just as much as he know us. You know, like this game was a massacre the last time. I'm not even worried about that.
Yeah, it definitely was a massacre. Shout out to my man CG too. He said if we don't beat the Chargers, if we lose to Kellen Moore and the Chargers, man, it's gonna get ugly in Dallas in the NFL world. Man, it's crazy, bro. It's just so crazy. That's why I just hope we hold it down and just focus. Like we know that Kellen Moore, like playing up against Kellen Moore, he knows his Dan Quinn's tendencies, but my thing is for Dan Quinn understanding his players, I think we can be able to take those guys out as far as the defense. The offense is going to be important too, because going up against guys like Khalil Mack, I know that he's an older player, guys. And you guys can give me your thoughts when it comes down to guys like Khalil Mack. You do have guys like Asante Samuels as well. But just seeing those guys lining up against those guys, they got some athletes, but I think that we can be able to get it done. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't going to sit there and gas it. You know what I'm saying? They got to prove it to us when it matters most. You already know.
Hey, this is how I feel on it. Run at Joey Bosa. Run away from Khalil Mack. He's a power rusher. Terrence has been a little shaky. His knee's not all the way back. It's true. He's not getting the depth on his kick step. You can watch it in the all 22. When even Tyron's getting more depth than Terrence on his kicks right now. It's crazy if you watch it. But he just needs time. I think Terrence is gonna come on at the end of the season. He just needs to hold up until his body gets all the way right. He just does.
Yep. Hey, shout out to my man Beaver. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
I see Big Dirt all the time. That's what you look like.
The OG in the house.
Hey, what's
Hey,
up,
can y'all hear
OG?
me?
Hey, man. Hey, first time in the JC Lounge, man. What's up, brother?
You know much. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, hear you loud and clear, man.
Oh, okay. Hey, I did want to comment because one of the things that I was a little bit thrown off about is, our linebacker saying that it's now personal. I got a problem with it being personal now after we've lost twice to this team. And Parsons, they got to realize, man, that nobody likes us, man.
You know what
we
I'm
have
saying?
no friends out there. We're too friendly of a team. So this thing is, it's only one championship that can be won, man. And so I don't understand all this buddy stuff, and especially now with the Dallas Cowboys. A lot of jealousy with the Cowboys about the attention that we get. And people want to, hey, I tell you what, you perform good against the Cowboys, that goes well in your negotiations. And so, people say there's not a lot of dogs, and I was talking to Scott this morning and said, well, the whole league's like that. Well, Debo ain't like that, and Kittle ain't like that. And so to get that edge, man, we got to have, our leaders got to have that edge, man. We got to have that. And I don't like going back too far, but Michael Irvin would never, get caught off guard like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dez Bryant would never. And so we had some folks out there, man, that we were back in the days, man. We were the lions, we were the hunters. Now we're the hunted, and this is what it is. And so we got to turn around and be hunters. If you're gonna be a lion, man, lions don't make friends with nothing. They eat everything.
All of that.
And Lions don't swap jerseys after you lost like that.
Absolutely.
Bro, that was embarrassing.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, man.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, dog. See, my thing is, man, when you hear about guys like Javon Curse, like I like the player. Javon Curse is a good guy. The only questions that I have about him is, well, pit him at free safety. The only safety drop back there, having him in open space, but having him to be able to re-diagnose plays, roam sideline to sideline. I like that. He has that dog mentality, but he talks a lot. But does the other players, the other 10 players on the defense have the same type of energy as Javon Curse? That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what it all comes down to.
Bland does. Bland got a dog in him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I just got to throw that out there, man, because there's a lot of talking heads. They just got to go out there and just lock in, man. But a lot of people are so funny, Dallas, because they're saying that they don't even care about the regular season no more. They're like more focused on, trying to get to the 49ers. Yeah, how do you get there?
Fans are, look, let's be real. Our fan base is so humongous that we have a lot of uneducated fans. Like when I'm into something, I get really into it. Like I'm a Golden State fan too. Like when I really get into it, I know every player. I know the sets they run. Like I'm more like I get into it. Not every fan's like that. They're so surface level, and they don't understand what they're looking at half the time.
Yeah.
They just be talking, hey man, throw to the open receiver. You know the read was to the left, right? And by the time his head was back around, he was getting sacked. Yeah, it's not Madden.
Yeah.
Well, what you're really
not Madden out there.
What you're gonna find out?
Grow up, and on the Micah thing, he's our best defensive player. He's just immature. He's 24.
He's young. He's young. He's very immature.
He's super immature. The thing that makes him great also makes him immature when he's talking sometimes.
So what you'll find out, man, with fans is that most of the people that have enough energy and enough want to follow YouTubers, they're probably going to be your more knowledgeable fans. But when I identify fans that just say, hey, Dak sucks, I won't even have a conversation with them about the Cowboys because you don't care enough about them to go into the minutia to see what's going on with the play, what's going on with the player, how's the offense change. And so we're on different levels, so it's no sense of us having a conversation. And I know you call yourself, that person's calling themselves a fan, but with the knowledge, what you're saying doesn't sound like you put anything into it. You might be one of those people saying, well, who we play this Sunday? And we, any fan that's like on the level that we are, we already know who they play. And so when anytime somebody say that, I'll answer, oh, yeah, we're playing the Chargers. Okay, that's all we're going to do. We're not going to have an in-depth conversation about how to fix it because you don't care. And the thing about it is that's who ESPN's or First Takes and all those, that's what they cater to. And I tell you what, 80% of Cowboy fans probably get their information from there because I hear regurgitated. And I'm like, you could only gotten that from, from one of those places. That's why I heard it from. So I stopped listening to him too, man, because what it is, I've always said, y'all may have heard me say this before, but you take out the Cowboys, the Lakers, and LeBron, those shows will only be 15-minute segments because that's the only thing they talk about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who won the title last year? They still talking about the Lakers.
Yeah.
Lakers
That's right.
We don't care.
Honestly, too many fans are just like they want microwave results or instant gratification. Like, you got people want to just go straight to the playoffs to cover up the frustration that we've been going through for 20 plus years. Not thinking about the fact that you got to play these games. You got to win your division. You got to win in the playoffs before you ever even get there. Like, I understand that preseason is boring, but it's a part of the stepping stone just to even build a championship team. Like, you don't just start the season and, okay, it's the Super Bowl, So I think people just got to kind of slow down, take a deep breath, and kind of enjoy the ride. It's going to be some up and down. That's the whole purpose.
What saying, man.
And it's crazy, man, because it's like when you get to the springtime and the summertime, people be pressing so much for football to come back. Just ride the wave. Enjoy the moment. Live within the moment. You're going to win some. You're going to lose some. I know that this was a tough game. The 49ers is the main op that we got to get out the way to get to where we want to go. But as that game played out, it shows that we are not ready yet to get to where we want to go. So it takes time. Once we get this thing going, man, we have the athletes, but I'm excited, but I just don't want to hear about all the talking and stuff like that. Just go out there and do work, guys.
You know what might be cool? How many times have we peaked at this point in the season? We're like, man, we're going to be there. And then we fall apart December. And we're like, what?
Yep.
I would love.
Let me ask you,
the New England game a couple of years ago.
Yeah, Bieber. So you think that the heartbreak happening early is that a good thing? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes.
Yeah, I think he's right because the New England game a couple of years ago was our peak. If you look at after that, we fell off after that.
21.
Could have been Minnesota last year. That was our peak. Yeah, you want to be doing that in the playoffs. But I want to ask you guys a question, man, because I have a theory that I feel like McCarthy and the Joneses also watched First Take and Undisputed last offseason too, because to me the offense is really geared to stop Dak from throwing interceptions, which also is going to stop Dak from throwing touchdowns. We got to release Dak, man, and let him play this game and run some. We got to open this thing up. To me, that's my opinion. I want to see what your opinion was.
And look, I'll say this, man. Like, the thing is with Dak Prescott, the type of skill set that he has. I remember the first year they were doing a lot of things that they're trying to do now, like the quick plays, so Dak won't be able to put himself in harm's way. I like to see it. But the thing is, when you're playing up against these elite defenses, they understand tendencies. If you're overdoing it, these guys understand it. The Fred Warners, the Dre Greenlaws, they see the stupid stuff, the same repetitive stuff. You know what I mean? So if they can mix it up, throw the ball down the field. I mean, even though, how would you guys feel? Dak Prescott, 35 touchdowns, possibly 13 interceptions.
Give me them 13 picks.
I'm good.
Because guess who about to do that? Josh Allen about to do that. They ain't going to say nothing. Golden Boy Trevor Lawrence about to do that. They ain't going to say nothing. During Jalen Hurts throwing picks this year, they ain't going to say nothing. Bro, come on. Dallas fans are dumb. They fall for the trap. It's like they almost tell you the opposite of what you should do and see if you're dumb enough to run with it.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah.
Hey, so what y'all think about Brandon Cooks, man? I feel like he's been wasted so far this year. I was really excited about his the acquisition, man. But man, we have not been using him for what I thought we'd be using him for. What do y'all think about that?
See, this is why I be saying that I don't want to get hyped up about the guys like Rashaan Evans and stuff like that, because yes, I understand that he's a good talent. Yes, I understand he's very physical. We all know that Brandon Cooks can take the top off the defense and all that, but it comes down to the coach and staff.
Yes.
It comes down to you got to utilize
politics.
this guy. Something
YA should be on the field.
Real quick, I hear some noise in the background. Something's kind of like chopping in the back. Yeah, I don't know who that is. But let me ask y'all this though, real quick though. Like with Brandon Cooks, like with his type of skill set, just being able to take the top off the defense, like being able, okay, he can play in the slot, he can play on the outside. We've seen him do this at Houston. We've seen him do this in on the other teams that he's with. So do y'all think this is a Mike McCarthy issue? This is a Mike McCarthy issue?
The reads are so fast that Dak don't even get to that read. By the time he get to those deeper developing routes, Dak's already let the ball go.
Yeah.
He sped up his process too much.
Yeah.
Like he's doing what Mike wants because he expected the defense to be what it is. Here's the thing about it. I think the defense will be where it needs to be, but they're not going to be that all season. We're going to go up and down with that D as they're trying to figure out that Deron Bland's the number one and that Gilly needs to be on twos.
Yeah.
As they're trying to figure that out because, they're not going to have the heart to do that right now.
Yeah.
They're going to keep letting Gilly fail for a couple more times. Gilly is perfect to be a number two. He's still got the brain,
and that's
but he don't run a 4.4-1. He's like a 4.57, 4.6.
Yeah.
He can handle the number twos.
Yeah.
If you would have had Bland or Ayuk that whole game, he wouldn't have been open like that.
Yeah. He's so much more younger.
That was the cockiness of Dan a little bit. We got to get on DQ if we're gonna get on Mike. They both being stale and cocky right now. Get out your feelings.
Yep.
Still run some of that old Kellen stuff that worked. Take out the option routes. Don't be so big-headed, man. We want to win.
You
need to let Dak go.
Yeah.
You need to stop playing politics on defensive side, Dan. He's doing that a little bit. I know Kurt's a good guy. Why is back?
Yeah. Because the thing is, man, when you let Dak go, then that's when CeeDee Lamb can be able to have better games. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been questioning him, saying he's not a number one. Give me your thoughts on that, Toxic Juice. Do you think? Did you hear all the talking heads about the CeeDee Lamb talk, bro?
Nah, I ain't even hear him. I don't even watch him. But I don't know. I feel like CD got like number one potential, but it's his attitude that's really gonna dictate it, and him and Dak getting together. Like I kind of honestly want to say, I feel like McCarthy lied to us because this overall change on the offense feel like more than 30%, don't it?
It's 79%, bro. He lied, but Mike lied to us all the time. He lied all the time. Injured players.
They were talking about some 30, 40%. This is way more than that.
I like that and I hate it about him. He lied all the time. But he got to lie. Jerry Jones is our owner.
Yeah, man. It's definitely gonna be good, man. But like, man, they gotta prove it to us. Dallas, Toxic Juice, Cowboys Nation, they gotta prove it to us. Monday Night Football, it's gonna be huge. You guys gotta give me your prediction. You know what I'm saying? Before we end this live stream, give me your prediction on the game. You know what I'm saying? Let me know how y'all feel, man. What you think it's gonna be?
30-10, us. We're gonna let it hang
Yeah,
a
you
little
can
bit.
call it 30 to
Kellen,
10. I think you
Kellen
called 30
aired
to
his
10
mic
last
to him.
week,
The
bro.
only thing I might say this, he might try to prove a point and run the ball just because. So just have an eye out for that.
Okay. Yeah. Facts. What about you, Toxic Juice?
28-21 shootout, walk-off touchdown.
28-21. Okay. Man, I'm calling 35-17. All right, bro. I'm calling 35-17 Dallas. I think we're gonna run through these dudes. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, we just gotta lock in. I think that we can be able to get it. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough because it's gonna be a chess match between Kellen Moore and Dan Quinn. But I think that eventually throughout that game, we're just gonna pull through and these guys are gonna get going. But it's gonna be a good game. They got a lot of athletes on that side, but yeah, man, I think it's gonna definitely be a good one. Let me tap my man in real quick. All right, okay.
Hey, I'm sorry.
I don't know what happened, man.
My wife called and I didn't know how to get over to the other one.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, we just doing the predictions. Yeah.
Let me say this, man. We got to really guard against an emotional letdown in this because we put everything into that game, which I didn't really like putting everything into that game because what's the repercussions if you lose? Because you got to, that's why, I called Scott show. I said, if I was the coaches, I would say this is an important game, but I wouldn't put too much emphasis on it because now you got to get these guys back up if you lost. Because, I'm a historian and I remember before in 1994, we did the same thing, same team. We came in 5-0. That's the year we lost in the NFC Championship game to San Francisco. Well, the next year we got Deion Sanders and we were playing San Francisco. We was beating everybody and we lost that game 28-17. And actually we struggled throughout the rest of the year because that kind of knocked us for a win. We wasn't who we thought we were. And it knocked our confidence away. And we didn't gain it back until we played Arizona on Christmas Day, the last game of the year. We got a home field advantage throughout the playoffs because San Francisco had lost the day before. And Green Bay beat San Francisco in the playoffs. And we played Green Bay for the championship game that year. And we went on to the Super Bowl. But what I'm trying to say is we put too much stock into that game. So I'm just hoping that we don't put so much stock into the game last week that affects us this week also.
Yeah, I know, right? It's so crazy. It's so crazy, man. That's why I think that we just gotta step up. It's a long season, B-Bird. I think that we can be able to get it done, but I mean, we just can't get caught up into all the talking heads. We just gotta lock in and focus. Dak Prescott, get these guys going. Hopefully, Brandon Cooks, all those guys can get going early. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that with our type of team, once we get going early, first down, second down. Michael Gallup, guys like Brandon Cooks, I think that the whole offense can be able to open up. So 35-17, I'm thinking that's what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? I think we're going to be able to rattle Justin Herbert just like we did last game. Michael Parsons is going to have 3 sacks. I'm calling it right now. 3 sacks.
Let me ask you a question. I looked at some of the all-22. To me, it was quite disrespectful. They played us man so much last week.
I know, right? I know.
I mean, we should have been eating that alive, man.
I know, but you want to know what it is, though? They see a lot of routes they see a lot of stick routes. They see a lot of drag routes. They see a lot of quick slants or just quick intermediate routes, and they feel as though that they can just guard that one-on-one.
Yeah.
They're not stretched. We're not really stretching the field. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's why, usually defenses, they feel as though, okay, if they want to be so basic like that, we can just go in man-to-man, and then we can go zone somewhere else or however they want to do exotic coverages or whatever. You know what I mean? That gives them the advantage. So, it's little things. Hopefully, they can be able to find out that all 22 tells all, bro.
Yeah.
It tells all. That's why I got a breakdown. Well, I do have a film session coming on Rashaan Evans, so that's going to be good. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I think we gotta, I think for 75% of the teams, us relying on our defense and then playing off our defense, that's going to work. But the 25% that we will face in the playoffs, hey man, we're going to have Dak be a quarterback and we're going to have our offensive coordinator be an offensive coordinator. We can't rely on just, okay, the defense is holding them down, so we don't need to do them to get a couple of field goals in this. We're going to score some points, man, and our offense is going to have to be, offensive. You know what I'm saying? And instead of being real conservative, I just think really, if you go juxtaposed against last year's offense, it's just not as dynamic this year.
So but I mean, I don't think that there's a problem though with like doing like certain little basic routes like at certain times of the game. But just like you said, like once you get towards like the the very important times or trying to mix things up, you got to throw the ball down the field. You know what I mean? But I do like the quick throws to be able to dissect the defense, try to figure them out, because if you can be successful doing that, usually these defenses, they get very aggressive. And we all know when it comes down to Dak, whenever these teams are blitzing them, that's when he is successful when you're coming after him. You know what I'm saying? So just mixing everything up. If they're going to call this the Texas Coast offense, B-Bird, then do the things that the West Coast offense what it does, but you want to mix things up that Dallas usually does of the previous years, as far as like throwing the ball down the field and all that.
Correct. You have to threaten the defense on all aspects of the field, because the whole thing will just constrict on you. It just gets short. It's easier for the defense if you don't do that. So you could do the short things, but you have to mix in some intermediate and long things, not just throwing it like our long balls that we threw the other day were kind of, just kind of throwing it, seemed like it was just, hey, it's our time to throw it, not because something was just breaking wide open. And I just think we got to attack the whole field, man, and make those guys think about, hey, we can get beat deep. And I don't know if we got the people to do that. Hey, what do you think about Michael Gallup since you got him up here right now?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I hear you talking about the wide receivers and just getting open and stuff like that, man. It's just crazy, when it comes down to Gallup. I was telling him on my last live stream that he's one of my favorite wide receivers, but I think he clicked out. I think he might have lost service. But I don't know if you heard this, bro. But yeah, Michael Gallup is one of my favorite wide receivers, but just got to see more from the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully Mike McCarthy just get this guy going. Comeback routes, little things where catching slants and drag routes and things like that. When he catches the ball, he gets hit. He makes sure he catches it, but that's setting the tone. That's the type of energy that you need from this type of guy. But hopefully they can be able to implement things and get things going. You know what I'm saying? All right, shout out to my man Craig Lofgren. He said the problem is not Dak. We need to get Lamb involved. Yeah, man, we definitely got to get Lamb involved. That's very important, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, some people are saying it ain't Dak. A lot of people saying it is Dak, but when you do see a lot of stuff on that all 22, breaking that film down, we can all break the film down together. Just seeing the guys in the secondary, you can see that a lot of stuff is not open. Towards the end of the game, that's when Dak Prescott threw those interceptions. We were pretty much at a point, we were losing like 35-10. So it was, he was just going to take his shots. You know what I'm saying? Like usually when you're losing like that, the playbook usually blows up. And it's like backyard football. You're just out there tossing it. So when you see it in slow motion, I'm not saying that Dak Prescott, some things wasn't his fault, but the mobility, trying to run, trying to get away from those guys, that's what he's going to have to do to be able to open up this playbook. But these wide receivers are going to have to get open, man. It's very, very important, man. It's critical. All right. Oh, man, we got a Niner in here, man. He said Chargers play tough, but always find ways to lose. Cowboys should take this one. Hey, I hope so, bro. They got to take it, man. We got to see how it all plays out. There are no excuses with us at this point, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all took it to us, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a gritty game when we play you guys. I'm surprised that y'all beat us like that, but I think that with our talent, we'll see y'all again down the road. Trust me, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be good, man. We love our team, bro. Just know that. We love our team. All right. Shout out to So Over. She said, well, good luck with that, Mr. JC, after what Jerry said about CD. Yeah, Jerry always talking. He can't stop running his mouth. So that's another problem that I have with this organization, where the thing is with Jerry Jones, the things that he's saying before games and stuff like that, crowning the 49ers and doing things like that, like it's not going to really help. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's a lot of things that we got to work on, man. Hopefully we're able to get things going. All right. He said, we'll see each other again for sure. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, man. All right. Yeah, man. Thank y'all so much for tapping in with me, though. I appreciate y'all so much. Definitely want to come in here, you know what I'm saying, on this beautiful Friday. You already know, man. We gotta. Oh man, it's been a rough week. But we are Cowboys for life. That's what we do, man. We bleed blue and silver. And you know what I'm saying? It's going to be like that for life. You know what I'm saying? Through the ups and the downs, we'll get it right. You know what I mean? We're not a perfect team. We know that, you know what I mean? But it's good to know that this team is humbled. Now it's time to go out there and get better, find things that you're not good at, see what Mike McCarthy can do to be able to take that next step, as well as guys like Dan Quinn. they got to all step up, man, and Bone Fossil as well. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we can get these guys going, man. Thank y'all so much. We're going to be live. We're going to be live again probably tomorrow or early Sunday morning so we can be able to tap in, you know what I'm saying, talk a little bit more football. Y'all already know what it is, man. Thank y'all so much. Tapping in the JC Lounge, man, and I'll talk to y'all soon. All right, y'all.